Hello.
That was the worst intro ever.
There's a good look.
You said you had an intro.
Welcome to our podcast.
You are a bit of a knob. I'm Dan Cyan.
I was about to say my name, and I'm Jake Flello.
We do it this way around. Me first. D comes before J.
It does in the alphabet.
And the alphabet is a way of life.
The alphabet is completely arbitrary.
I'm now being really unprofessional. Do you have a plug socket? Because this is gonna die.
Yeah, that's my plug.
Unprofessionalism. If we sing, then no one will notice the unprofessionalism in this.
I wanted to talk about this screen.
Then talk about this screen quickly while we're plugging in my laptop. Boop.
Okay. Basically, it tells you like what country everyone comes from, and I really like that because it brings me back to the time when I first played online games.
But I would also like to point out,
big thing.
I would also like to point out that in lobbies of Black Ops 2, what language the kids are saying they fucked your mum in tells you where they're from.
Actually, can you tell every language from every language? Do you know I fucked your mum in every language, Dan?
But je ne parle I fucked your mum tells me they're French. Oh, fuck your mum! Tells me they're German.
How is that German, Dan?
That is German.
How?
It just is. Oh, look at you taking a shortcut. Little shortcut bitch.
Trick.
I swear you were born to be a woman. You're a woman in everything you can be.
Yeah, this is peach, pink gold peach, actually.
I don't care. You were born to be a woman.
Thank you.
I'm buying one of these when I get paid, by the way.
What were you?
Yeah.
Cool.
And do you remember how I was slagging it off and telling you not to bother?
Yes, a little bit.
Well, now I'm buying one.
Yep. It's because it's the best console out there now.
No, it's not, but this game is great.
It is.
It is a great game.
It is the best console.
It brings me back to when I first got into Mario Kart on the DS. Oh,
and it even has some of the best ones from the DS remade in it.
I know. It's
oh, for fuck's sake. Go!
It's definitely a console seller.
Speaking of it being a console seller,
Yeah,
did you hear the percentage that it went up in the Wii U sold in the UK over the weekend because of this game?
No, I didn't.
666%. That's
Jeez.
666 down.
That something tells me those figures can't be correct.
Maybe it was like 665 and the people reported it was like, let's just say it's 666, it'd be hilarious.
Well, today's the 70th anniversary of D-Day.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was not aware.
You did that?
No, I don't care much for war.
It's still a big event though, Jake.
Kind of. Everyone's like, oh, we'd be speaking German if we didn't win the war. I don't mind. I quite like the German language.
I don't.
Why not?
Because it's poop.
It does sound a little bit like a typewriter full of tinfoil falling down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But except it doesn't make the ding.
No, it does. It's one of the, in certain I think it's Afrikaans.
What are you doing?
I'm bad at this.
I've noticed.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I guess online gives it a certain.
The most I
appeal
can
to
manage
replay.
online is just not last.
And so it gives it a bit more replayability because I find that even on 150cc, which is the highest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's very much a kid's game.
Yeah, which is fine. And then you come onto online and it's like, I'm afraid you're not as good as you think you are, my friend.
Especially when you're in the time trials and you're trying to beat the best in the world. Can't do that. Just can't.
Right, so there was a trailer for Borderlands,
The pre-sequel, it was brilliant.
Oh, you've watched it?
It's one of the best trailers ever.
I say it definitely takes.
Jovial fear pooping.
It takes everything amazing about the other trailers and merges it with even more amazingness. Like when dubstep was first introduced into the trailers, everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is brilliant!" And now they're like, "Oh, dubstep with all the characters dancing along in a street crew." But it also came with a release date, which is the big information.
Yes,
which
big.
The date is
the 14th of October in North America and 17th everywhere else.
Oh,
so not too bad.
I only knew the 14th. I didn't realise the separate. But yeah, and also in the trailer you see Handsome Jack without his mask on
for like half a second. He's like facing away, turns around, he's like, "Yeah, bitches, no mask." He doesn't say that.
No, and it's the first time we've ever seen him without a mask, and you thought that they're going to keep that as a big reveal, which seems the logical option for the company.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they didn't, to be honest. But I think hopefully it's going to be very much a story of I'll give it my best shot. It's going to be very much a story of how and why he has the mask on.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look vastly different to the mask.
Maybe it's something happened to his face.
Probably. I doubt it's his testicles got cut off, so he's going to wear a mask that looks just like him.
See, this is the screen I was talking about, Dan. Look, we've got people from Canada, the United States, Spain,
Japan!
of course Japan, because it's Nintendo. You know.
Yes. What other news do you have, my friend?
Did
My
you hear about the
friend?
Watch Dogs save file bug thing?
Only because you suffered from it.
Yes. It's the most fucking annoying thing. I got quite far into it. Well, not that far, but...
How far are you? Right, spoilers, how far into you are you?
I can tell you the percentage.
Oh, how much? No, like, what chapter are you on? I know what chapter, what act.
Oh, in my last save, I'd finished Act 1. I've almost finished Act 1 now. But I've done so many of like the collectibles and side missions. And I was about 20%, I think, before. Now I'm...
Jesus. So you were a lot of the collectibles into it.
Yeah. So...
Oh,
15.
so you know we were going around looking
Whoa.
for all the check-in spots.
Yeah.
I left one deliberately, so I knew that what the last one was, but I can't find one of them. I cannot find it on the map.
Really?
I've looked around. Because they don't unlock via the CTOS, do they?
I don't know.
I didn't think they did, because I'm only missing one. And I've got a whole CTOS area that's not unlocked. So surely if that was the case, there'd be more than one.
I think I should say that I have this achievement, but illegitimately, and I hate that. It came with the glitch. It was the same time the file wouldn't load for the first time. I just got an achievement for going to all the checking locations.
Shivo! Which wouldn't bother me, but it would irritate you.
Yes. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it now. Oh, went on the grass a little bit.
Just a little bit. So the official Sharknado 2 trailer came out.
Did it? I
Yeah.
didn't see Sharknado 1, have you?
No, not yet.
Not
Not yet.
So you plan on it?
I do plan on. Don't you plan on?
Well, I want to, but I also just like, I don't know why I want to. You know what I mean? Why am I 11th?
It looks hilarious because it's bad, but it's not trying to be bad either. Films that are trying to be bad aren't good because they're bad, but films that take themselves seriously and then are bad are great.
Apart from, have you ever seen Birdemic?
No.
Well, that
I've heard of it though.
it's just, I don't even know what to say.
The Infinite 8. Is that what that's called?
I don't know. I thought it was called the Super 8, but that's a movie, isn't it?
That's a rubbish film. It's weird as well.
There's drafting in this. I don't know if it was one of the last one, but I like that.
It was on 7, yeah, as far as I remember. I think.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not good enough, Dan. You need to know.
You got no chance. What other news do you have, Jake?
NetherRealm announced Mortal Kombat X.
Oh yeah, that was this week, wasn't it?
Yep.
Trailer looks fucking awesome, and I
It
know
does.
it's not gameplay, but I believe they did make a statement saying that's what they're aiming for gameplay to look like, though.
Did they?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't hear about that, but
that's just graphically though.
judging from it, there's a lot that you can like gather from it that they're adding and
Interactive environments being one of them.
Yeah.
And of course, the last one they worked on was Injustice, which had that anyway, so it seems logical for them to move it into.
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Because it wasn't as if it was a game winner, it was extremely fair and well done, opposed to it having negatives. There was no reason for them not to put it in, basically.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Whilst we're in a sort of like a loading screen, I'm going to read some of the stuff that I've got here. Sub-Zero is human and also not dead because he was a cyborg at the end of 9. I mean 2. At the end of Mortal Kombat 9, which was called Mortal Kombat, I think he ends up dead. I haven't actually completed it, but this is what I've heard. But he was also a cyborg, and in the trailer, he is human. Apparently, the game it will be a persistent online contest where every fight matters in a battle for global supremacy, which I think is quite a good idea. Sort of, maybe.
And what was talking about this? They also said they're going to announce there's going to be new characters that they're going to announce at E3, as well as what characters are going to be in the game.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're going to take any out. There'll just be new ones, probably. But apparently there'll be, multiple versions of each character to choose from. So, like, there'll be different fighting styles, even though you're the same character.
No, I
A
don't.
bit like, actually not exactly like Injustice, but
Because Injustice is just costumes.
it was just costumes, but this time it'll be more than just costumes, it'll be different stats and fighting styles and
Oh, right,
moves,
so,
even though you're apparently the same person.
So one might be like it does more damage with aerial jump attacks, etc. Whereas one might be its kicks are better.
Or whatever.
A very basic form, but like that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think that might have something to do with the fact that Sub-Zero was human. So, we'll have to wait and see.
But I'm looking forward to it regardless.
Yeah,
I do like, even though I'm rubbish at them, I do enjoy those games.
fighting games. Yeah. I never really got into Street Fighter though, as much as I like fighting games.
I just can't. I don't like the characters.
What, in Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't have enough real personality for me.
Mortal Kombat, they don't really have much real personality. It's just really violent, and that's its selling point, really.
Yes, that was the first thing I'd ever heard about them, and what drew me to Mortal Kombat was the X-ray, the X-ray attacks.
It's like in the first game with the fatalities. That was.
They weren't particularly graphic. They were graphic for their day, but now they're like nothing.
Did you do you know that I think on the SNES versions they replaced blood with white stuff, which they called sweat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, sweat isn't white, and there is a bodily fluid that is wet. White.
Wet. That is wet. Yeah, there's a few body fluids that are wet.
White, I mean, but yeah. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Nintendo. Whatever you say.
So E3's next week.
It is.
So
Starting Tuesday, ending Thursday.
yeah, I don't know how we're going to do this. Are we going to make individual videos for big bits of news? So, for example, this is everything, like a quick rundown of everything in Nintendo that is important. This is everything.
Could do that. We could just have a very long thingy.
I don't think that would be
Podcast.
the best idea, personally.
No.
So we'll try and get it out as soon as we can, but obviously, we got shit to do.
We have, well, you do.
I have shit to do.
I have to go to the job centre, and that's about all I ever have to do, really.
But yeah, no. As soon as we can get stuff done, we will be watching live. I will be.
Oh, we're gonna try to.
The only one I might not watch live is the PlayStation, because that's the last one, I believe.
Yeah, it's like really late in the day in America, so it's gonna be early in the morning here.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I think it's 4:30, 5 o'clock it starts in the morning, UK time.
Yeah. GMT.
Yeah.
Greenwich Mean Time.
Woo! GMT!
7th? Not last, at least.
That's really awesome.
Anyway, so Konami greenlit a original Metal Gear remake, which is a lot of people seem to be confusing it with Metal Gear Solid. It's the original Metal Gear, not Metal Gear Solid. So
This hits right above my head.
what does? Oh,
I mean, I've never been into Metal Gear or Metal Gear Solid, so it's hitting way above my head in terms of my knowledge of it at all.
fair enough. Basically, stealth game. They're not sure if they're going to do it top down or like Metal Gear Solid, but it's going to be the same story.
Right.
And it's going to come to Steam and PC and maybe consoles later, if it does well enough. But the agreement is that they can't charge for it. So like it's going to be free. That's cool. You know, whatever. Since it's free, I might end up playing it. But at the moment, they're still looking for people to make it, and it's only just been greenlit, so we don't know what's going to happen.
Right, there was something that was... I don't know whether you actually heard about this or not. This didn't talk about Worms, by the way. That came out, was it a 2 day or 2 days earlier than it was meant to?
I have no idea. I just saw it came up on the store, and I was like, I'll get that.
It was 2 days early.
Was it?
Something like that. It was a day or 2 days early. It was let out, and no one understands why. No one's made any announcement about it. Like, no one said, yep, someone fucked up. Enjoy the game. Nothing. And also, there was a trademark filed by Nintendo for guess what title? Given their recent
Nintendo porn.
no,
I don't even know.
it is a Pokemon game.
Oh. I'm going to guess a sort of Pokemon battle thing for the Wii U.
No.
What is it?
So we've got Ruby and Sapphire remakes.
Yeah.
Emerald as well, they've just trademarked.
Really?
I forget what it is, but it's something Emerald, yeah, they've trademarked.
Oh, weird.
Whether they do anything with it, it could just be a case of we want to have this in case we decide to run with it. Which a lot
I
of
don't think
companies
they will, though.
a lot of companies do that though.
Yeah.
There are a lot of companies that will trademark everything that they might use in case.
Just.
The best example.
Not that anyone else could, though, because they own Pokemon.
That is very true. So that's a brilliant point.
So, I don't know. But
So
with the
there
other
must-
remakes, they haven't, like, done more than just the main two.
Like what?
Like, with, what was it? The Fire Red and Leaf Green? They didn't do...
Yeah, but that was a long
They
time
didn't do
ago.
yellow, but
that
I
was
guess
a long time ago.
that's understandable that they didn't do yellow. But with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they didn't do
That
Crystal.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've done any other
But
remakes.
then,
they might.
is Crystal as famous, not famously looked upon, but as warmly looked upon as Emerald?
I have no idea.
Because I hardly ever hear people mention Crystal, but Emerald I hear quite a lot.
I don't know, I quite like Crystal, but I don't think much was added in Crystal as much as there was in Emerald, so maybe. I'm so far back, I think it just gave me a bullet bill. That's how bad I am.
Over the ramps! For days! So yeah, that's pretty
Interesting.
cool, and yeah.
Stuff. I don't see them doing it, to be quite honest, though.
I'm happy either way. I'm just happy with them. I like the idea that they're going back and remaking their old games rather than let's come up with new shit. Because let's face it, their new shit isn't always the best.
I reckon they have. I mean, Shigeru Miyamoto is still in the. Am I thinking of the right person? Yeah, is still in the company, but then again, he came up with Wii Music, so I don't know.
And in all fairness, the Pokemon universe they've fully explored. That's every region of the Pokemon universe. There's a game in now.
Well, they come up with new ones for the new games.
What, new Pokemon? Yeah, they do because it's a new region generally.
Yeah.
But
So what's your point?
They've used all the regions up. There aren't any more.
No, but they make new regions for new games.
No, they've said that that's all the regions in the Pokemon universe.
Really?
Yes. So unless they go, oh, oops, our maps weren't quite accurate, even though we can teleport people or teleport Pokemon to each other, our maps aren't good enough to find out all of the world.
I don't see that being a thing.
Well, they have said when I think it was Black came out that this was the last region and it's the equivalent of America,
Okay.
and that's why there was like massive towns with skyscrapers, etc. in it.
And the last one was Paris. Gay Paris.
Yeah. So
I didn't hear about that. The whole that being all of the regions.
that was when he was explaining this new the concept of like towns to retards, basically. Like, yeah, Pokemon has always been in like streets and forests and shit, but now we're in the equivalent of America, so it's towns and skyscrapers and all that stuff. I don't know why he's Cockney when he's Japanese.
That was not Cockney.
That was as close to Cockney as I'm getting.
You moved your arms like a Cockney, but that's about it, Dan. I think you need to calm down.
That's good enough.
I'm afraid it's not.
I think that's all I've got.
Is it? I've got plenty more.
Oh, go, shoot!
I'm doing the Mario Kart. Do you want to play the Mario Karts?
I'll embarrass myself.
Alright, Dan is now playing.
On my favourite track, of course.
Yes, the N64 version of Rainbow Road. So, Xbox One controller PC support. That's good.
Yes,
I'm going to try that out eventually. Currently, the drivers are available on Major Nelson's website. Got crashed there a bit, Dan.
I know I did.
But they're coming in a Windows update soon. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I just forgot about this and just been reminded by my notes here. Ace Attorney Trilogy being remade for 3DS, Dan. Ace Attorney.
Actually, the thing on a secret.
What?
I'm still not going to play it.
Why not?
Because it doesn't appeal to me.
I reckon it would if you played it. Maybe.
Do you really think it would appeal to me if I played it?
A little bit.
I'm not sure.
It's a bit puzzly, but maybe it is a bit too puzzly. But I'm gonna get it.
Shit! Watch Dogs has got a lot more puzzles in it than it looks, or appears to. Which
Yeah, I don't like
like
the pipe things.
They get fucking complicated sometimes. Isn't
They get complicated and it also gets old very quickly.
Yes.
Uh,
Anyway, back on subject.
Next news. Sorry, I'm skipping things here because of this thing we've already mentioned, like Borderlands. Xbox One and PS4 versions of Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, Season 2 and The Wolf Among Us have been announced,
Yes.
which is weird.
Wait, no, read the list again. I think it was something I didn't remember.
The Walking Dead Season 1 and Season 2 and The Wolf Among Us.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, and Season 2 of The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us are coming as physical versions. Game of the Year Season 2, which I think comes with, I don't know, something.
I came not last.
By 1.
That's good enough.
You lost me 4 points.
If I shoot you and miss you by an inch, I've still missed you by an inch. Be grateful I haven't shot you in your face.
You still lost me 4 points, though.
I don't care. I'm gonna lose you more points. Not
You probably will.
Welcome,
That's the next news. No, it's
welcome
not.
to the burping podcast. Oh, do I get to vote now?
Yeah, you get to vote for what the next one might be.
I don't want that one now.
Too late. Oh. Oh, it's the one you chose, but someone else's choice got chosen. Anyway, this could mean I think that, you know, what are the other ones, that Game of Thrones and the Borderlands one could be coming to next gen.
I think they're very much going to hold it off. Saturate sales in the first industry before distributing to the next.
I don't know. I reckon maybe they're going to start focusing on next gen a bit more, and we'll start seeing it coming out later on previous gen.
I would like that.
So would I, especially for like new ones, like the Borderlands one.
Yeah, and so I can't see any reason why they should be.
Although
thing.
it's of course also up to Gearbox, and if it does do that, it might end up being.
Do they have a say in it?
Well, it's their thing, and they're making it together.
Yeah, but it's not their IP, is it?
Yeah, it is. Well, is it Gearbox or
Telltale.
No, I'm talking about the Borderlands one.
Yeah, that's Gearbox.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's with that, it's up to Gearbox.
Then what about Game of Thrones?
I don't know.
Who holds the rights to that then?
I don't know, do I? I'm not sure if it's HBO or what's his name who writes them. But anyway, I'm saying that if that's the first game that comes out on next gen that's Borderlands, they might not want that. They might want the first.
Oh no, fuck that. They'd want like the pre-sequel to be the first one, for example. But they've said they're not even going to consider it yet. Not until it's out and on shelves will they even begin to consider
doing
sticking
a port.
Yeah.
Speaking of ports, there's the Metro games being remade for next gen.
Are they?
Yeah, I think. I know that it's called Metro Redux, and it comes as a bundle, but you can also buy them separately, I think.
I can buy you separately, like
Separately
small
from-
Asian children in a sweatshop. That was mildly racist.
That was very mildly racist. I'm ashamed.
No, you're not. Don't lie. You're proud.
Okay, whatever.
Inside, you're like, yay, my racist friend is finally joining the ranks of us racists.
You're brown, Dan. Which is, of course, that's my phone. Okay.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
Just gonna ignore that.
Yo, Nana and Granddad do ringing you.
Actually, it's probably my granddad saying, "Can you bid on something on the eBay for me? You got a lightning day."
Your granddad doesn't sound like either of them, by the way.
No. But he does get me to bid on things on the eBay.
He does. Does he call it the eBay?
Sometimes. Last bit of news that I have: The Walking Dead pinball. Walking Dead pinball, Dan.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
This is so far removed from like the original Walking Dead comics. I don't even know what's happening.
Well, I didn't actually read the article. What did the article, or what is it? Talk me through it.
It's a pinball board
Yes.
that apparently has choice and consequence gameplay, like Telltale. It's based on the Telltale version of The Walking Dead, so not the comic or the TV show.
Both of which are pretty good.
Yeah, you came last.
Oh, did I? I was 11 for all that.
You can give me that controller back now. No, I'm out of news anyway.
Yeah, the way I read it or interpreted it was as if, in case you don't want to play The Walking Dead, you can play the pinball game and it'll make your decisions for you.
I don't think that's exactly what they were going for.
No, but that'd be an interesting... I'm a little nervous!
I've got bye here. Do you want to end on that?
Yeah, let's end on goodbye.
Bye.